Okay, about a month ago, I actually showed you, I put up a video comparing these two saws from one another. A very well-known name in America, Milwaukee, against the Dong Cheng in China. They're #1 tool seller in China. And I actually had gotten a text from someone saying that Dong Cheng in China is a more well-known name brand than Milwaukee. Now, I know they're both global, but in different places, you're not actually going to be able to get different materials. And I think Dong Cheng in China is actually pretty big. So actually, when we tested it the first day, we cut some logs with it. And then we actually did a little work on the sawmill with it. And I actually cleaned up a little area right here. Now, I am hard on tools. I promise you that. People send me tools to test to see if they can break it. When I can't break it, I give this thing to my wife because she is a beast on actually working the tools. She doesn't tune them up. She doesn't fix them. She just gets to working with them. So we decided to actually give this to my wife and let's just see what happens. I never tell her what to do. I never even give her an idea that, hey, something around the house needs to be done. She just gets after it. And we'll show you what she did with this saw, what we liked about it, what she liked about it. Because this little saw is actually worth its weight in gold, in my mind. And I'll show you why.
I can see you trying to tell her what to do.
Oh, God, Jay.
That's funny.
So pretty much standard. When I come home from work, this is pretty much how my wife is going to leave all the tools. And she probably barely even used this one for that day because I don't see any dirt. I don't see anything. Now, the only issue that I saw with this particular saw or the setup with the tensioning gauge, you can see I can't turn it anymore. And it's a real simple fix. Because I got to tell you, my wife doesn't just cut wood. She could be in the dirt. She could be in the... You don't know what you're actually cutting. I give her the saw. Here, there's what you can see. How she's left the inside for me.
What is that?
What is that? It's correct. So really, what has happened here is if you look, there's actually... I'll call it gunk, but it's a sawdust or anything. Has gotten itself trapped in here that's going to not allow this thing to tighten up. Now, if that's the only thing, well, let's clean the inside too, because tomorrow it's going to be just as bad. So the oil, I never know when she's going to use it, what's going to happen. But if you actually clean out that little track that I showed you, that's the only little issue that I've seen. And I don't even consider that an issue. So now, boom, blade.
I love that.
Tight again. So that's a simple fix for anybody. I know I showed my wife how to do this, but she likes me to do stuff around the house. So that's what I did for her. Make sure that her chainsaw keeps running. Almost like it came out of the box.
Look
Jay.
brand new. Look at that. I like it.
I do too.
Let's give it back to her.
Let's give it back to her. Let's go see what else she did with this thing. So after the first day of me giving my wife this saw, and I head off to work like we normally do, and I don't know what's going on here during the days. I don't even ask. I'm taken care of. The house is always taken care of. But she cut every one. You can see she's cut every one of these trees down our entire driveway. I come home, I can't ask questions, and in my mind, I'm like, how the heck did she get up there to do that thing? And then I find, here's the tractor hanging out and what's going on. Now, when I came home, I didn't even think about making another video from this. I've actually cleaned up the entire mess, burned all the debris. So yesterday, I come home and there is another massive pile of debris that she's cut with this little saw. Now, she doesn't work for I don't think she works for 8 hours a day. She's not doing this to get paid. She does this, I think, for fun. Or maybe for stuff for me to do on the weekend. but she she trimmed a ridiculous amount of branches with this little saw. So far, just from seeing that pile and know that this is the only saw in my house, there's no way. And nobody got paid to come here and do this. She did this. So really, this saw, being so small, so light, and I believe this top handle was able for her to work this machine without actually hurting herself. The actual tensioning guide that I just showed you how to fix to keep this, she's been able to use this machine all day. And I kept it, so I decided yesterday, after I know this weekend, I'm gonna have to clean all of this up, burn all of this debris. And it's not really funny. I know on camera, this looks like something. This is 200 yards worth of material that needs to get out of here. This is not the first round. And after I saw this second pile and what she did with this, I said, we need to make a video. Because for $100, you're gonna get this chainsaw, super light, 2 batteries. 2 battery packs come with it. I had to buy 2 batteries last week from my Milwaukee's. I spent $175 on 2 batteries. And then, so I decided last night, I'm like, I need to grill my wife because she's put this little saw to the test. And when I asked her, I said, so, and Jay and I always have a nickname for everything, and we call this the Cheng. And it's Dong Cheng, so it actually fits. It's our only blue tool. And I said, honey, what do you like about this saw? And what she really liked, and I'm gonna call this as an ergonomic design. Is that right, Jay?
That's it.
With this little top handle, the saw being so light, she's able to do whatever the heck she wants to do with it. And in the beginning, I'm worried. I'm like, hey, these batteries aren't gonna last. These batteries, and I sit there and I question her. I'm like, hey, how many times did you need to charge the batteries to do that? She told me none. And I know because I saw it the other day. She doesn't put this away. This is laying in the field somewhere and she gets out, it's cold. So she's already thinking she needs to change the battery. She gets out there the next day and she said, I just hammered down. And quite frankly, when I asked her, I said, so how do you like this saw? Compared to the other saw that I've had you been using for you, how do you like this saw? She gave me the biggest smile I've ever seen, and she said she loved it. My wife never says she loves anything. At best, I might get, it's okay. Something like that. But she smiled and she said she absolutely loves this saw. Now, this is not the only thing she's done. I'd have to shoot down, there's another pile across the street. So now she's actually gone to the next field so that she could keep me working here all weekend, cleaning up this garbage. And I call it garbage, but it needed to be done. I didn't have to do it. She was happy doing it, and she smiled about using this thing. Now, I did catch her the other day. I'm gonna take you up what she was working on and what she was cutting out of there. And I don't say anything. We never replaced the chain. We didn't even put a first sharpen on this thing yet. So I really think with the size of this thing, the way the handle works, the weight of this machine, the batteries that don't need to be changed, this is a perfect saw for you at your house. This is a perfect trail cutting saw. This should be kept in the back seat of your truck. I'm thinking about bringing this camping. It's small enough to actually put in your camper. Keep it with you. You need a little firewood? You want to have a firewood at your campsite? 2 seconds. We're getting after it.
That's a good idea.
So it is a good idea. I came up with the trick. You could keep this in your quad. You could probably put this in a horse saddlebag and take it with you. So actually the size of it, the strength of it, and I think the batteries last because it's actually a little bit smaller. So Smudge doesn't like it.
Come here, Smudge.
When anybody's on the property.
Come here.
And honestly, I believe my wife is coming down right now to check out what's going on.
Hi, guys. Hi, who that? Say, who that? And the trees look great.
and the trees look great. So not only, look at the vine. So not only the trees that I just showed you on that, which is a massive amount of work. I don't know anybody's wife in a week's time, which probably wasn't a week's time. It's been a week's time for me to say, hey, I think we need to show this chainsaw again. She's actually cleaned up this whole other side of our horse pasture. This, my friends, was no easy feat. I mean, you could see the cut marks here on the branches, in the vine, everything, all these little sticks. It all used to look like this giant patch. So I think while I was cleaning, burning all the debris for her, she got an idea to just keep on going. So this stuff is not easy to cut with. You actually use a bigger saw. You start throwing chains when you get into these little vine areas and things like that. So it's not only good for small branches, for trimming, for actually cutting up the top of the hill, holding. It worked, this whole thing. And this is where I found the saw the other night, just laying here
Just
in the ice. Like I said, this is a true test of how durable a tool can be. And quite honestly with you, for $100, or I believe it's $100 for the whole saw kit. If she was able to just cut those trees alone, I would have thought I got my money's worth. I still have the saw. It still works.
and those batteries.
And the batteries. I mean, where do you get 2 batteries and a tool for $100?
At least ones that'll last.
So I think these guys over at Dong Cheng got it going on, because this tool worked like a champ. Not only what my wife can do with it, I would never work a chainsaw this hard. So this, I thought, was the best idea, was to really see if it could make her smile. And it did. And for me, that smile was worth its weight in gold, is why I say $100 chainsaw, I would have paid that just for the smile.
That's nice.
It is nice,
It is
Jay.
nice. That's awesome.
Clean your trails, clean your property, give your wife a tool, give yourself a tool. I mean, it's actually going to be less work on your back, lighter to work with. Don't be afraid because you see something that you don't know what it's like. I put it to the test. And quite frankly, I think I just bought something the other night that I'm going to show you. And I bought another Dong Cheng tool because I was so impressed with what this was. We'll see what the next one's like.
All right.
Go get it. Link in the description. Guys, I believe there's going to be a little discount for you. I don't make these videos because they gave me $100. So I don't make 2 videos for $100. I only tell you after what I've done with it. Is it worth the price? I think so. Oregon bar, Oregon chain, Dong Cheng batteries, and a nice little unit. We're going to take it camping. We're probably going to clean a couple trails with it as well, if it can make it.
I think it can.
She's going to keep testing it. If I got to come back for a 3rd video, this whole property might be completely clear, because I think she's trying to make another horse pasture.
You need more horses.
Guys, get it. Get your Dong Cheng.